Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the newly buffed Gundam ground type weapons rack. Weapons rack got a couple of things. It got a few more slots. It got the composite high mobility combat system skill, which I do not remember what that is. And it also got two new weapons. It now has the 8th MS Team rocket launcher as a sub weapon, and that sticky grenade I just threw. If you throw it too far, it will explode in air. But yeah, if you can catch people with that it's it's a proximity grenade basically. And yeah, it is really, really strong. This engagement is about to not go well because that is a Nero trainer. It is a raid. I only have so many tricks to use on it, and I have pretty much gone through all of them. It missed its shot, and I got iframes just in time to survive. And yeah, I'm just going to do a little repairing while it wanders off to do something else. I don't think I'm going to last much longer either way, but I'm going to need feet. Just, as a general thing, as a giant stompy robot, feet are very useful. So unless you're like a gun tank or a Zeong, in which case, doesn't matter. But, well, I justified my existence at least. Nero Trainer did come back and get me, but I got a shot off, and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is that is first blood for our team. So it's a start. And let's see, someone's throwing out support fire. That is perfectly fine. And yeah, I'm going to jump back in. It's just in standard Gundam ground type colors, and I have no idea why I decided to make them like max out the specular and highlight on them, but I just, at some point in the past, I just decided, okay, shiny Gundam ground type. Maybe it was a request I have forgotten over the years, but I just like the look of it, so I decided I'd stick with it. But yeah, as you can see, if you throw it too high, it just goes. It's not actually going to hit anything. Okay, somebody took that person out. That is fine. And missed that. And I have my back to a variety of enemies, and I don't know how that missed the Nero Trainer, but... And yeah, as always, the flash bombs do still have kind of a short range. There is... Okay, that's the Jimkai Shadows weapon rack. It has a nice corrugated cargo container, because it's apparently fancy. Managed to stop the Nero Trainer, and if I was trying to hit tackle, but I was just a half second too slow, and Nero Trainer is doing its job, which is make sure the support can't run wild. But I kind of wanted to run wild. But again, for the second time, it ran off without making sure I was finished off, and that was its biggest mistake. Which it is about to remedy, but I am going to at least get some damage off on it. And hopefully... good. I got the last shot on it, and I had some support, which I greatly appreciate. And yeah, we've managed to pull it back for the moment, so I don't remember how this one comes out, but yeah, the weapons rack feels good. It was well overdue for a buff. I'm pretty sure we covered it at one point a long time ago and basically said it needed sub weapons. I think we didn't get the details on most of these exactly right, but I think our track record on identifying, what has needed buffs and how to possibly go about that has been pretty good up to now. So yeah, I'm good with that. And also, just it is nice when they do this. I would really what? I don't know. Brain is gone. Got up early to record. But yeah, I really do enjoy when they do the, major overhauls on some of these suits. I wish that could happen more often. But I am, I'm happy with the results on just basically everything I've handled so far. I have a feeling the Super Gundam could well get nerfed at some point just because it is ridiculously powerful. It's Garibay, because you can now do 2 levels of charge on its rifle now. The Garibay can do like 10,000 damage plus. I'm amazed that worked. 10,000 damage plus to a raid. And yeah, it's not too bad in terms of cooldown and all those things. So yeah, would not be surprised if I had to suggest a nerf for it, which, you know, if they don't, I'm just as happy. But if I had to suggest one, I would recommend just put the cooldown on the long rifle back up, because it does have a rapid fire variant and it has missiles, so it's having the like tremendously destructive long rifle not be, you know, not have like, I think 10-second cooldown, something ridiculously low for what it is. Since it has plenty of other defensive options at this point, would be fine. But hopefully they just don't, because it is, of course, it is, you know, it's a support. So once the raid gets to it, it is still made out of paper. So it'll probably be fine. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people started the OMG Nerf Please chorus, just because it is an incredibly effective support right now, and people tend to have feelings about those. But my feeling personally is that I'd like to see it more often. But yeah, at any rate, if you haven't played the Super Gundam in a while, it is worth playing. I'll leave it at that. And let's see, we are very slightly in the lead. We might have just lost the lead, in fact, after the board cut away. Yes, very much so. Yeah, like the whole team dropped as one. And yeah, I'm just going to drop some support fire. I'm kind of hoping they would all come down the corridor just to come at us. But with the amount of time that's left, that they seem to be smart enough to know that since they have us pinned down, it's unwise to come after us like that. I'm betting that is probably the Nero Trainer again. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it figured out I was looking. I bet it dropped to go after the person going down the trench, which, that's fine. That is not a bad move. And yeah, this, I think I end up getting just a little bit impatient here, because there's enough things on low health that if I can finish them off, or if we can finish them off, we've got this round. But just getting to them without getting myself, you know, wrecked is the problem. Missed that shot. Yeah, it looks like I have and there's the Nero Trainer again. Somebody did intercept it, but it is not alone. This is going to get messy in the last 15 seconds. But it's a shame in this round I did not actually land any of the proximity grenades, the sticky grenades, because I did like 4,000 damage to somebody with one of those at one point. Yeah, we just did not have enough time to finish off a couple more people and pull off a win. But I'd say it was a pretty good round anyway. So yeah, don't sweat it. It'll be fine. And yeah, 3170 out of 9,000. I'm pretty pleased with that. And 62,006 and 3. Not terrible. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, yeah, so ground-type weapons rack got its own rocket launcher as a sub-weapon, and got that sticky grenade, which, like I said, fairly powerful if you can land it. Got 2 extra close-range slots, went from 3 to 5 at level 1. Mid-range got 1 slot, 7 to 8. Long-range got 1 slot, 10 to 11. Oh yeah, it got bullet feeder too, which speeds up your reload time if you are above, I believe it's 30% of your magazine capacity when you hit reload. So that is not a bad thing. Yeah, level 3, which comes in at, I believe, 400, got composite high mobility combat system level 1. And level 4, which is what I was using at 450, got composite high mobility combat system level 2, which, like I said, I don't remember what that does. I think I don't think it's melee related. Can it fire that? Can it fire the rocket launcher while boosting? I honestly do not remember. It might be a combination of boost and turning speed. Now that I think about it, but regardless, yeah, that's the only part I'm not sure about off the top of my head. At 300, supports have an average win rate of 51.2%, and I keep wanting to say Mark II, Gundam ground type weapons rack, 44%. Its rival win rate was 37.8% against an average of 50.2. Was very much down on damage. It was at 45,000, where the average is 56K at 300. And MS losses were 2.7, down from the average of 3. So, like I've said before, it's one of those long distance supports, or was. It's a lot easier to run closer now. And yeah, just it's far enough away from the enemy team in ideal circumstances that it can avoid getting blown up, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. Or again, it wasn't. I think it's pretty good now. 350, similar story. 50.7 is the average win rate for 350 supports. The level 2 weapons rack had 45.9%. Rival win rate 36% versus the average 49.5. Damage dealt 47 against 64. Yeah, so the average is outpacing the growth on the weapons rack drastically. It's a little bit closer on losses on this one, but it's still below the average, 2.9 versus 3.0. At 400, the level 3, it's 10% down on average win rate, 40% versus 50.2. Rival win rate is 33 against 48.5. Damage actually has dropped compared to the level 2, 47,239. And the average for supports, of course, has gone up. MS losses have dropped down again. That's interesting. 2.7 in against 3.0. Level 4, again, that's what I was using. Pretty much the same win rate, 40%. But, oh man, the rival win, 27.2. That's terrible. The damage did actually go up a little bit, though, 49,000. But, yeah, still... That's all. It's down to where it's almost it's lurking, or it's a little above half what the average damage for supports was. So yeah, that was definitely needed. And least MS losses of the whole run, 2.5 against the average for supports of 3.1. I have a feeling in that case it's so low that the only people using it at 450 are the people who are really, really good at it. But I don't know. At 500, 43.5% win rate against a support average of 51. And yeah, rival win rate is miserable, 25%. Wow. That might be the worst I've seen. It's pretty low. 52,000 damage, and support average at 500 is up to 81,000. And yeah, still below on MS losses, but also MS losses for support start to pop up at 500, which makes sense because that is about where the really nasty raids start to come in. But yeah, that is, it really did need the buffs. And yeah, like I said, feels good now. I like it.